Hi, everybody. Sorry about everything that was going on. We had some technical difficulties, and one of our presenters actually fell ill today. So, our presentation is going to be a lot different from what we expected it to be like. So, I can definitely understand if you want to go see anything that's happening in any of the other meeting places because I am so sorry. Things happen last minute, but regardless, we are going to talk about some of the social media things that we did want to talk about. And this runs over from the workshop that I held last year. So, last year we were talking about having social media together across our platforms and states being able to collaborate with other states. And we talked about having this kind of seminar to allow people to understand how to make graphics and then how to post them to social media. So, our graphics Cody, he is not well today, so he will not be able to be here. But we can talk about posting to social media and how that works. And for all the attendees that are here today, he is going to have a PowerPoint that he's going to allow me to send out to everyone, and it will have an example of what was requested and how to create that media and create that media in several ways. So one of the things that we were doing, it was a flyer. How many people by a share of hands has ever done a flyer or wanted to do a flyer for a campaign or just something to have people in the community come out to an event or anything like that? All right. Yes. So a big thing about it is the flyers that we have, we want to be able to make those flyers, not only be able to go out to different people, but we want to also put those flyers on our social media accounts. And we want to share those across different spaces. So he was going to be working in a couple of different forms of um, content creation, and I'm going to leave that to him and his expertise because that is not something that I do specifically. But he was going to show you how to create the content. And once you have your flyer, how to change your flyer. And I'm just going to give you a preview of what he was doing because I want you guys to know about it. So after he sends the PowerPoint out to everyone, then you'll have the information as to how we can move forward doing everything else. So once you have your flyer created, and I know a lot of people have different things that they want to put on a flyer. Once you have your flyer created, we want it to show how to make that flyer into something such as social media post. So using different social medias, you can have TikTok. Some people may or may not be familiar with TikTok, where that's primarily a video type of social media advertisement, or you want something to be over a minute. So when we do those types of advertising with TikTok, with the video, it allows you to put certain things up, such as music and things like that. You can have stickers, and I'm going to show you all that later. And then you also have things such as um, Twitter/X. I don't think I'll ever just call it X because I'm so used to calling it Twitter for so many years. So with Twitter, you can only post if you don't have the premium Twitter. You can only post a certain amount of characters and you can only post a certain amount of pictures. So with Twitter, what we were going to do is show how to um, get that taken care of and use your text at the same time. And I'll explain that in a little while as well. And with Instagram, more known as IG to a lot of people, Instagram is primarily picture based as well, but it doesn't limit you as much as Twitter does to your pictures and your character spaces. So, with the great thing about TikTok and Instagram, Instagram will allow you to show that video from TikTok and share it on Instagram, and you can share it on Twitter as well. So those are good avenues of just doing one thing in one space and being able to share it across the spaces. But if you just wanted to put the pictures up on Instagram, many of you know if you use Instagram, you can swipe through the pictures and then you'd be able to put them up on your Instagram page as well as your stories. If you're not familiar with Instagram stories, they don't last for long. They last for about a few days and then they disappear. And we'll show you how to save those to your personal as well. And then we have the old standing Facebook. And I call it old standing Facebook because I remember when I first got on Facebook, it was only for like college students, and you had to have a college email address. So if anybody remembers that, you're right along with me with joining Facebook during that time. But now Facebook is open up to everybody, so it's a lot different. There are groups and different ways that you can share it with different people. And they also have stories now on Facebook, kind of integrating with the Instagram because they're all under Meta. So that is one thing. Meta also has Threads, which is kind of like the Meta version of Twitter. And some people have Blue Sky. There are a lot of other apps that came about after the whole TikTok ban thing started, where you were just scrambling around trying to see where you wanted to go. But Blue Sky was one of them. And then we also have Substack. Substack allows you to, it's kind of like a editorial WordPress type of thing where it allows you to tell a story or different things like that. I believe it allows you to podcast there as well. I'm not that familiar with Substack, but that is something that the media committee has started. So if you are on Substack and you are looking forward to getting some information from the media committee, we do have a Substack, as I'm also a part of the media committee. So that's something that's very interesting to see. So the way that Cody was going to be presenting again was to have the flyer that was created, take that flyer and show you how to put it onto different types of social medias. So breaking it down that way, either in video form that you can do through TikTok and post it onto other social medias that way, or just by, and I think doing that is kind of good. Just to interject there, I think that making it in TikTok and being able to post it in different places is very good because that also allows you to let people know you're on other platforms. So when you're doing that, you don't have any issues as far as making sure you're getting your branding out there. It's kind of like if you are wanting to make sure people know where to go, you can also put things up there to show people, okay, this is where I am, this is what's going on, and we'll be able to go from there. So I am going to um, pull my uh you know, hold on just a moment. It's why being allowed. So give me just a moment so I can go ahead and pull that TikTok back up. I'm going to pull the TikTok up and I'm going to show you all um, how we can post to the social media on TikTok. We can create something on TikTok and it can be sent to other social media accounts. So you can see the cross branding of how that goes. And then we'll go to other forms of social media so you can also see how that's going to work. So give me just a moment. I'm going to mute just in case something comes up on TikTok. Because if you know anything about TikTok, you know your For You page comes up first before you can do anything. And I just want to make sure that everything is okay. So give me just a moment while I do that. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Sorry about that. Had so many things going on. So had to do the verification and all that to get in. So I am going in under the North Carolina Green Party account, which I also help manage and post social media for. So I am going to share my TikTok screen so you all can see that. And just a moment here. All right. So as you can see, we have TikTok on the um, computer. Now, the difference with having the TikTok on the computer versus having it on your phone, they vary about things that you can and you cannot view. Oh, I'm sorry, Sandy. I had it on mute because I didn't know what TikTok was going to have pulling up or anything like that. And I didn't want it to be something that was just out there so we wouldn't have to worry about anything. So my apologies. It was quiet for a moment. So as you can see, when you first come up, you come up to your For You page, and it's going to give you whatever is here, right? So after a certain availability with TikTok, you do have the availability. I'm gonna go back real quick just to let you guys see before I go back. Like, and I hope whatever they're talking about is bad. Here's what they're Yeah, so that's from one of my friends, legal, but we're just gonna keep going right there. So after you've gone to and gotten a decent amount of followers, they will allow you to go live. And once they allow you to go live, you'll be able to actually post those things in a shared space. But for now, I'm just gonna show you different things that you can do. And I'm gonna have to move some things around up here because I got to see what I'm going. All right. So, um, if you would like to share a video, you can do that, or you can, if you already, they did remove the 1,000 follower cap. It's between 300 and 500, and I believe that depends on the um actual what do they call it, participation on your page. So if you have gained a lot of following through there, you've done a lot of things, and you have 55 and you went live, that is awesome. So you're doing pretty well with that. That is absolutely amazing. So um when you have things that are going on and you want to create something, you will be able to do different types of social medias. So this is one of the first ones that we ever did. And if you can't hear it, please let me know.
Create a state that is more friendly to its labor, to its people, to its environment, and to its economy. Hey comrades, I'm Josh Bradley. I'm running for city council with the Green Party. I'm very, very anti-genocide. I'm very, very, very pro-proletariat, and I'm very, very anti-capitalist. Hey guys, this is Michael Dublin of the NC Green Party, candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives. Vote for me, go to my soldiers, Dublin for Congress. And the co-chair of the North Carolina Green Party. Three.
Hello, my name is James Muller Jr. and I'm a part of the North Carolina Green Party.
So that's one of the examples of something that you can create, and then you'd be able to share it across your other platforms, and it'll also show up with your Green Party, your tag name on the end if you would like it to, or not. So that's a really, really good thing. It allows you to actually share it to your other social media platforms, so you're not doing double the work. And this is it's a pretty good video format. So what we did in this video is we started everybody off with a 3-second count. As you can hear, one of the times I said 3 and then somebody started speaking. So we started and stopped the video at those points. I'm going to see if we can try to make one of those right now, if it's going to allow us to do that, because we are in the TikTok studio, which is a little different. That's why I kind of like to do it on my phone a lot more. So we may switch it around. Justin asks, which software do you recommend for editing videos, especially ones that makes captioning easy? So as far as that is concerned, Mostly people are using, uh, make sure I got the right name before I say much, because sometimes I don't. Canva. Canva is a good one for people to use. Um, I can probably flip the phone around, and I mean, I could probably show you on my phone. Give me just a moment. Uh, so if I'm going to use Canva, I'm pulling it up on my phone. Oh, it's not even showing it. Whew. Canva allows you to do the same things that we were talking about. More so of it does the mobile videos, it does the different creations, and that's kind of what, yes, Canva does mobile videos. It's not allowing my phone to show anything. I think it's like blurring out my phone stuff, but Canva does have mobile videos. It has the flyers. It has TikTok videos, Instagram posts, stories, it Facebook posts, because they're all different sizes and how they're presented become different. So Canva is one of the most widely used, and then some people use Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere is pretty good as well. Not too familiar with the Adobe Premiere. I have done a few things on Canva. They're not the best, but I have done a few things there. So with using Canva, that's something that Cody would have been going over with you guys today. They continue to improve in-app editing features. TikTok owns CapCut, so it's a lot of cross capabilities. Yes, in-app, yep, CapCut. And I have done some things in CapCut, but CapCut to me is a little, I'm like, I'll let my kids do that. That's how I kind of feel about CapCut. Sandy says, I use Clipchamp, but it comes as part of the paid Microsoft suite. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Um, so using those, we're actually okay to get everything taken care of and then post it to your social media, or you can do it right from your phone in app. Just like the post that you just saw, that was done right from the phone. It was not taken from anywhere else. So we just like started, took videos of each person saying something, stop, each person saying something, and then we got together at the end. That kind of introduces people to the fact that you have something going on. And we were at a actual rally for Palestine and decided to do that at that event. And we also had our Green Party nominees, well, our Green Party candidates that were running for office at the time, they were actually there as well. So it kind of worked out in everyone's favor, that we had everyone there and allowed them to say those things, because it also shows that we're not just the Green Party in name. We also have ballot access, and we also have people running on the ballot line. And there are other Greens out there. So that was a really good thing. And not sure if you can see, but a lot of that was one of our first videos. It has 738 views, 41 likes, and 7 comments. And as you can see, some of our other videos, they did a certain amount depending on what the post was and how everything went. So we have a lot of videos like that, and they're pretty good. We've been able to continue to post different things and have different things go up so that there wouldn't be any problems like that. Um, so I was going to try to show you some things off my phone, but now knowing that my phone won't show for you, this is going to be is kind of a little different. But I'll see if I can get that to work out as well. So since we're in TikTok Studio, which is different from kind of being in TikTok itself, trying to create a video, like I said, you would go to upload, and that would allow you to upload anything you already have on your computer. So for instance, if you had something from Canva or any of the other places, you would just upload that video. And weird. Yeah. TikTok and CapCut to me is just, I don't know. I've tried it a couple of times and I like it. It just doesn't have the options that I necessarily would like. And I am not the best content creator out there as far as the imaging and stuff. That's why I had somebody else doing that portion of it, because that's just not me. I can create the words on it. I can talk in the video. I can do all types of things. But as far as all the editing work and all that stuff, I leave that to somebody who's more of a professional, in my opinion, or somebody who's done it more or longer than I have. Travis says, I know they own it, but I've had videos bomb on my main account due to using something edited on CapCut. Same video in app does fine. Oh, well, that is good to know, because those are some of the things that all of us would want to know. Um, it does kind of change differently. I've heard big creators say that the timing also makes a difference as far as how things are done. They can put a video up on TikTok one day and it only gets 300 views, and they put up another day and they get 56,000 views. So I think the algorithm and how TikTok pushes things out depends on your content, how well you keep up with it. But if you are not trying to grow a big TikTok audience and you just want to use it for the ease of being able to do certain things, that's not bad either. Just like going live, I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But going live and posting pictures, they've gotten it to now where you can even post. Um, it's not like Twitter and Blue Sky, but you can post words, and they'll have cute little things up there for you to be able to do. So that's fun. Um, my main has 12,000, been on it since 2020. It does having your page set as an influencer page gives you the inside info of when your following is on that. Yes, so there are different tricks and tips to it. Once you get to that followership, it gives you a lot of things that open up to your world, like the insight. So hopefully I can try to go through that, but I can't guarantee it at this point. And it's only because we're in the studio at this point in time. And I'm gonna try. So let's try to pause that one. Um, so yeah, like I said, TikTok is very different. Um, but you'll be able to um see different things and go to different places. The studio is just what it is. I'm gonna see if I can unblur my background and if that will allow me to um, show you my screen. If it'll allow me, we'll see. It's actually not letting me change anything. All right. Click creator tools to get to insight. Yeah. Let's see, we have um different things here as we are in the studio. And let's see.
We Eilish said what?
Okay. Um, so looking at this information, you can see how many videos, likes, profile views, where our traffic source is coming from, search, for you, sound, personal profile, what we have as far as the search queries, things of that nature. Let me see if I can move this again. Whew. Okay. I have so many things on the Zoom that are moving in different places that it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't get to these places. So I'm trying to move all the Zoom tools around and show you guys what's going on. So let me just go back and see if we'll be able to do what I'm trying to do for you guys. Yeah, I'm doing it on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to try, maybe if I don't share my screen, and that might allow me to do it. So, oh, yay. Okay, so you can see my phone now. Can everybody see it? It's not cracked. That's just my screensaver. Well, it's my screen protector, and obviously it is protecting my screen. So, when you get on TikTok, if you're on your phone, let's see, there is this plus sign right here. So once you go to the plus sign, it will show you, let me see if I'm showing right. No, it's a blur on the screen. So it will show you whatever's on your screen. So if you want to take a picture, you can take a picture of your fabulous self, or you can do a video. Okay. So that red button right there, the screen is not allowing me to really show very well. Okay, so that red button right there is what you would do. It has 10 minutes, 60 seconds, 15 seconds, photo, and text. So remember we talked about the text part. Trying to get the glare down. Let me see if I can, that works a little bit better. Did that work? No. No, that didn't work. This a white screen on a white screen, maybe that's why. Just gonna write, I love the Green Party. And that's what I wrote. So it goes into this like creating kind of thing. And then, okay, so you can kind of see it. It is really not doing good. I am so sorry. But you can hear the music. Up here at the top, they would have the option for letting you change the music. And you can see down here where it's like, okay, this is where we can change the music. So I just picked a different one. I like this one a lot. And once you have it, you can kind of see it. Like I said, my screen is not really going to show what's going on. But it has at the bottom, select the style, and you get to go through different things. See? Oh, yay. Okay, now you can see it now. I had to, I guess, put it over this way. So now you can see it. It was better somewhere. Yeah, it's still there. There. Okay. So you see it. I love GPUS and those things. I can change the style. See, it says select a style at the bottom. And there's a lot of things where you can go through that this way. And again, I'm under the NCGP account. So the North Carolina Green Party account. And so I'm going to go ahead and post this one. And I'm not going to put I love the GPUS. I'm going to put join us for the annual national meeting. I'm just going to put A&M this week. And we're going to have it look like this. And we'll change the music again at the top. So it's still not kind of letting you guys see at the top, but right up here. Gonna change the music. And it's gonna be elevate your mind. I think I'll choose waiting on the world to change. Because I think that's appropriate for what we're doing. We're waiting on the world to change. Um, as far as the music is concerned, I have not seen the option to have your own music. Um, However, like if you have music in the background of a video that you're posting, it'll play. I know my son is an artist, so he uploads his music to it as an artist, and his songs are able for other people to use. So I think that's a different thing. Turn down the brightness on my phone. That might be a good thing to do. See if that'll work. That I think this angle is about the best I'm going to get at this point. And I've turned everything down. So we're going to use that one. We got waiting on the world to change. And we had join us for the A&M this week. And you have the option to post it directly to your story at the bottom. That's the one that you can't see. And then you have the option for next. So I'm going to go next. And it says add a catchy title. Write what you need to write. You can put the locations up here and different things. You can even add another picture or something else as it comes up. So I'm going to put, we would love to see you there. And see, I have that up there. We would love to see you there. And then in the description, I'm just going to put a go online to gp.org/A&M. And just know when you're putting in links, it's risky on TikTok because they don't like links, they don't like anything. So you might not get a lot of viewership off of this or anything like that. Just know that that's the possibility. And people can't click it to do anything with it. There's a different way to do it on Instagram, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. So I'm going to put go to gp.org /A as in alpha, N as in November, M as in Mike. And then I'm going to say to join us. Now we'll talk about hashtags right here. Hashtags, TikTok has now limited it to 5 hashtags, but hashtags are the ones that you kind of want people to, if they're searching, they'll be able to find it. If they're looking for something specific, they'll be able to find it. One of the ones on TikToks that they like to use is FYP or For You page. So I'm going to definitely make sure I put those in there. And then I'm going to put GPUS and NCGP. If your state has a Green Party and you have a hashtag specific to your Green Party, it is very important that anytime you're posting, you make sure you use those hashtags. So we're going to use hashtag FYP, For You page, GPUS, and hashtag NCGP. You can see the hashtags down here. Oh, there you go. Now you could put locations and things like that. And I'm actually going to tag the Green Party US. So there's an option down here with the little @ circle. And I tag the Green Party US TikTok account right there as well. And then when you get down further, you can go to more options. It says allow comments, allow reuse of content. It gives you that AI generated content. So if you're using anything AI, you might want to let people know that there. I take off the identify similar products because I'm not selling any products here. You can also save it to your device and save post with watermark. So if you have those two up there, save to device and save the watermark, then your tag for your TikTok page will come up. And it will also save it to your device automatically. So when you want to share to your other accounts, you can do so. So if you're already on TikTok right now and you are waiting to see this, you are going to see it post right now. It has posted. Okay. So now that I have posted it, I'm going to click on these three dots down here and I'm going to add it to my story if it will let me. Okay, I don't think it wants me to do that right now because it keeps saying loading and it doesn't load. So I'm not going to worry about that. But what I do know is that it is saved to my device. So I'm on the Twitter account for the NCGP. Okay. And now I'm going to press this little plus button. I'm going to go ahead and go to post. And as you can see, that little piece is right up there already because I downloaded it to my device. Join us for the A&M this week. Already got it up there, right? And so I'm just going to put the same thing I put. Join us at gp.org/ANM. And in the Twitter sphere, you'll actually be able to use that there. So one of the things I have noticed, so I want you to go ahead and know this because it's going to happen when you try to tag the Green Party in it. They do not tag for pictures. So it's going to be very hard to tag the Green Party in it, but I'm going to tag the Black Caucus of the North Carolina Green Party. So you can at least see me tag somebody. And I have that in there. Now, what am I missing in this post that I need to put in? What did we just talk about? Thank you, Travis. So awesome. Travis put a little TikTok trick in there. We are missing our hashtags, but Twitter doesn't have those same type of hashtags. Twitter has trending hashtags. So they're more worried about the trends. So if you look on the trending hashtags and you see something that might be similar to your post, go ahead and click it. I don't see anything that I would like to be putting on there. So I am just going to put GPUS and I'm going to put NC Green Party, well, NCGP. There we go. And now, if you are with the North Carolina Green Party on Twitter, I posted it. My post has gone through. It is posted. If your state does have a Twitter account, you can connect with somebody on the media team at the national level. And that way we have a sharing room so that we can share things with other people. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works, just in case you didn't know. So you can see our post right here. Join us for the ANM this week. ANM this week, sorry. I'm clicking that little share at the bottom. And then we have the GP accounts promo group. That is where we send all the things to say, hey, could you post this? So I selected that and I am going to go ahead and share it right there so that the other Green parties in the states can see if it doesn't come up on their page that I posted something and they can reshare. So this is what we kind of talked about last year, being able to do, like get in contact with other states and be able to share things because it's very, very, very important that we do so. So now that that has been done, we're going to go to our handy dandy Instagram. Well, no, we're going to actually go to Facebook. Let's go to our Facebook. Yeah, we're going to our Facebook and I'm on the Green Party Facebook page. And it says, what's on your mind, North Carolina Green Party? So I'm going to pull up this same video or the same post that I had. Got it right here. If it was a picture or a video, it'd all be the same thing. And as you can see right down here, it has that watermark we were talking about. So they know, hey, this is coming from TikTok. You can go follow them on TikTok somewhere. And then again, I'm going to put that join us at gp.org/ANM. And now that I got that, I'm going to put my hashtags up there. So we're going to put hashtag GPUS again. And then we're also going to put hashtag NCGP. And if you wanted to at somebody here, you can. And the Green Party does allow you to at them on this page. So I did put the Green Party there. And with this one, it should allow us to post directly back and forth between Facebook and Instagram if you have those accounts connected. So it also allows you to do all these other things like AI imaging and put music on here, all that good stuff. But we are just going to go ahead with this one so we don't run out of time. Here we have it. And we are posting. And it asks me who can see it. It's public. Who can comment? It's public. Sharing to Facebook groups. If you want to do that, if you have Facebook groups you want to share it to, I'm sharing it to the Green Party US, our Triangle group, our North Carolina Green Party group. And that's just so I can show you guys, some of the groups you can share it to. You could even invite collaborators if you want to. That's something that we haven't talked about yet, that allows you to collaborate with other people if you would like to, because they're doing this event with you. And then you post it and see it is posting. Keep Facebook open, posting, 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 posting. And there we go. It has been posted. So it didn't take us long to create something, put it on one social media website, and then turn around and flip it and go on all the others. So this is one of those nice, great things that doing all this allows us to do. And it goes from one space to the next space very, very easily. So once we get that information from Cody about how to get everything created, sent out to everyone, at least you'll know how to go from TikTok to all of your other apps, posting this information in a seamless way. And you could play around with it, add different things, music and everything else, because that is the greatest part of it all. So I thank you all because it's our 4 o'clock time. I thank you all for coming out today. If you wanted to stay behind, if you had any questions or anything like that, that's perfectly fine. But again, thank you all so much for joining us for the A&M this week. We hope you had a wonderful time, and we will see you all later on tonight. Bye, everyone.